This here is from a blast. It's called Johnny Depp Channels His Emotions About His Parents into Powerful Artwork from October 5th, 2024. And I want to contrast this with another article from the New York Post. Johnny Depp's New York City art exhibit is one huge derivative delusional ego bath. Well, let's just see whose article I agree with more. Just to note, the blast has always been positive about Johnny for the last few years. And the blast starts off here, not to confuse the two. Johnny Depp's unveiling his creative world with his newly opened art exhibit, which is already sparking excitement among his fans, many of whom are eager to make the trip to New York City, which is true. Now, the New York Post criticized Johnny because his fans mostly showed up for his art exhibit. Seemed a bit silly because you'd expect Johnny's fans to show up for Johnny's art exhibit, but okay. They say it officially opened on October 4th, and it was a lot of Depp's art that had never been seen before. They say those who attended got a rare glimpse into his artistic side, some highlights of distinctive personality and sense of humor, and it showcased Johnny in a whole new light. They say it's more than traditional, it's immersive, it's got a cinematic score, a soundscape, and dynamic animations, none of which the New York Post mentioned, by the way. The New York Post said that Johnny had some stuffed animals that looked like he just randomly put out on the, floor or something. They didn't make it sound so good, but I'm going to tend to believe the blast here. They say there's a black box in the middle of the expedition, and it's got 360-degree all-around visuals. They also say it offers a blend of captivating visual storytelling. Once again, a bit differently than the New York Post described it. With no defined beginning, middle, or end, the experience invites visitors to enter and explore at their own pace, allowing for a personal and unique journey each time. Every visit to the Black Box presents a fresh and individualized perspective on Johnny Depp's creative world. Alright, that sounds pretty interesting actually. It doesn't sound like he just took stuffed animals and things and threw them all over the place. Each chapter reveals a different dimension of his creative evolution, offering an intimate look at the influences, emotions, and experiences that have shaped his artistic expression. For example, one section is entirely focused on his family and upbringing, which includes artwork showcasing his children, daughter, Lily Rose Depp, and Jack Depp. And here's some of it here. Look, it's nothing explosive, in your face, where you're like, oh my god. But I don't think it's supposed to be. This is his personal artwork. You go to see it because, yes, you're a fan of Johnny. You want to see something you've never seen before by him. That's all. No one was expecting some earth-shattering, mind-blowing piece of work. Just something personal that's him. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. In the past, Johnny Depp's been open about his relationship with his parents, even revealing that his late mother, Betty Sue Palmer, was violent and cruel to him when growing up, to the point where he tried to stay out of the line of fire. And they quote him from the defamation trial from 2022. Honestly, I'm not going to get into it. He says a few things about his mother, things that happened, and they mention you know who. But these people are on Johnny's side, so I'm sure they just kind of mentioned it in passing because, let's face it, overall, Fishy Fish Market is a part of his life, unfortunately. So once in a while a mention is okay. It just can't be all the time and for no reason whatsoever. In this case, it's about his life in total. So yeah, I guess a quick mention is logical. And they show this. Yeah, this is what I thought. Just some really rough, homemade looking thing. I like that kind of stuff. Anyway, that's the gist of it. The blast here, very positive, good descriptions, while the New York Post is very negative and they say it's his delusional ego bath. That sounds pretty terrible. I tend to think that they're wrong. Seemed like he had some pretty intimate stuff there. Not like him on stage with a guitar in front of 10,000 fans or raking in money from Pirates movies and shit. It's his artwork. Some stuffed animals. Okay. I fail to see the delusion. Anyway, if you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. Done here for now. See you next time. This here's from a blast. They covered Johnny for a long take fucking two. Slurring, stuttering, what the Fuck, man. Ugh. This here's from the blast from October 25th. It's take 3, October 5th, 2024.